What is up, everyone? Welcome to Java Talks. This is episode 93. It's been a long time since we've been here, but we're back with the amazing, a little scary of a laugh. This is our third attempt at recording this. It's Sophia Raybon. Sophia, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Can't complain. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Ditching work early for this, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you work remote anyway, so technically you can log these as hours.
They don't know that.
They will soon.
So, Sophia, for the people that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do? What's your passions, your interests in life?
Starting with the deep questions. Dang.
That's deep.
So I graduated how many months ago now? 3, 4. Went to ASU. Known you since middle school. It's been quite a while. What else do? I was pretty involved in college, and now I'm doing nothing. So it's quite the transition, but I guess we'll talk about that later. Now I work at Anthropology, Scottsdale Fashion Square. You should visit me sometime. We could buy some things for your apartment, make it a little homier.
Whoa. I would come, but you don't have guys' clothes.
No, we don't.
So what am I
That's
supposed to
actually
do?
a misconception. When I tell people that I work at Anthropology, I get 2 things. Oh, do they have cute guys' clothes? No. And then they ask, oh, do you dig up bones?
Oh.
Also no. So it's really fun. I still live in Tempe, so it's a good time. My passions, working at Anthropology. It's pretty fun. Another passion of mine, I got my outfit for $1.50.
Amazing. For those that don't follow Sophia on social media, that's kind of all she posts.
It is true, yes. I used to post all about school because I was a big fat nerd and heavily involved with all tour guide things. I was like a walking free advertisement for ASU. And now all I post is my cat and working.
What made you want to work there? I feel like I've never heard of someone that wants to work at Anthropology. I didn't even know Anthropology before your copious social media posts about
That's
it.
because you're a big Bath and Body Works guy.
But I didn't even know that they were similar. Because you guys do clothes, right?
Yeah, so I actually never shopped at Anthropology except for candles, just because their clothes are really expensive.
But you got that outfit for $1.50?
Yeah, not from Anthropology.
Oh.
Urban Outfitters sale.
Fair.
Cheating the system. I also get a discount there and free people. It's quite the life. I don't make a lot of money. But I have always wanted to work retail because I'm a very organized person. First walking into your apartment, I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of cat stuff everywhere. But we'll work on that later. We're gonna.
Whoa! That's because they run around with my toys.
I see a vision for your apartment, and I think we have a lot to work with. We have a lot to work with the space. This is 2-man cave.
There's literally nothing here. It's
exactly.
There's nothing man cavey about it.
But anyway, I'm gonna Anthropology this place up. So I've always wanted to work retail just because I'm very into when I go to Target and things are off the hanger, I'm I want to fix it. I like when stores look nice. So I was Anthropology smells good, has expensive clothes. That's the best of both worlds.
Sure.
I also just wanted a change of pace. I went through a lot of, let's call them stressors in the month of March. So I was you know what? I'm gonna do something for me. And then I applied to Anthropology, got the job, and now that's all I do with my time.
I'm kind of glad the camera wasn't on me when you brought up the March thing.
So there's 3 cameras. Are they not all recording at the same time?
They are. So this one's on you. This one's on both of us. This one's just on me. So I switch between them.
Yeah, it's been a fun year.
Fun 6 months. If you know, you know, I guess. So you kind of mentioned it a little bit ago about how you were very involved in college and now you're kind of taking a little step back. And that kind of blends into our second segment kind of well, I think, about, you decided to take a gap year, kind of work and do everything else before you kind of went full career mode. Walk me through that. What was the decision process? What do you want to do? Why the year?
Yeah, it's been a year. So I feel senior year, really, I have a lot of friends who are business majors, and with business majors, it's one thing they want after graduation is a full-time job. And I feel that kind of just starts to affect your mindset. So there's all this pressure to do something really cool as soon as you graduate. Most of my friends had start dates of June 1st, June 15th, July 1st. And I was wow, you're becoming an adult, moving to Chicago, getting an apartment, doing all these cool things. And I graduated with 2 degrees, a certificate. I graduated in the STEM fields. I'm a woman in STEM, but I just didn't have that mindset quite yet because I just felt what's the point?
Sure.
Like, why do I want a salaried position at 22 years old? I mean, some people want that. It's fine. But I just was starting to realize, I think from like March through May, that I wanted to do like more with a year. And plus I missed some deadlines for the career that I want to do. So it kind of just like all worked out. I want to be a child life specialist eventually to kind of mix together like my biology degree and my family and human development degree. So a child life specialist works in a hospital, takes care of children in the hospital, kind of makes sure that they're like developmentally like handling their like diseases or treatments well while they're staying there. So I did just get a volunteer position at Phoenix Children's. I'm be working their pre-op, like before kids go into surgery, like helping them like walk them through it, play with them, that kind of thing, kind of ease their anxiety. So that's gonna be really cool when I start that. But I feel like because of COVID, it was really hard to kind of narrow in on a career. I couldn't get any clinical experience. So for becoming a child life specialist, you have to apply to a lot of unpaid positions, and you're in those unpaid positions for a very long time. So I missed the deadline to apply to the summer internship, which is unpaid, which is really fun. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm sure they offer it during the fall. They don't, surprisingly.
Why not?
It's only a summer thing.
Do you know why, or is it just
no?
because
My advisor didn't even tell me that I had to do this. She just said, you take all the classes and you take the exam. Boom, easy. That is not how it is actually at all. So it was kind of annoying when I found that out, but then I felt like the pieces just came together. And it's like, I don't have to like work right away after college. Like I can take my time, get the clinical hours I need, apply for both internships, one of which is 600 hours unpaid.
That sounds like rewarding work.
So it is. And so basically my entire goal for this year is to just do the things like I've always wanted to do and kind of grow and gain that independence in life. Like travel more, not just like travel, like I want to see the world, but like just domestically. Like I've always wanted to go to New Mexico. Never been.
What's in New Mexico?
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I don't know. Mountains? Like cool art?
I don't think so.
It's like, I don't know. A lot of cool shows were filmed there. I don't know. It just looks like a cool place.
Like what? What was filmed there?
Breaking Bad.
Okay, that's because it's a bunch of dirt.
High School Musical.
No way. That high school's in New Mexico? I thought it was Texas.
No, New Mexico.
Wow.
Because what is it called?
Eastern High? East something high.
Yeah, I think it's in Albuquerque. Don't quote me on that. That's off the record.
We're going to quote you. This is going to be a clip. It's going to go on TikTok.
But yeah, like I've always wanted to like just see parts of the U.S. that I've never gotten to, like Niagara Falls, or there's just like so many cool places. And like, yeah, I want to like travel to other places around the country, but I just really want to take this year to like, just like grow hobbies. I obviously need to save money for my unpaid internship, which is going to be really fun. But I just wanted to like do things for myself. And I just didn't find like originally, like I did start out as pre-med. So I was surrounded by like that a mentality that like you have to do like a million things in your life to be considered successful. But then I kind of grew to realize that like, that's a bunch of, can I curse?
Yeah.
Are you going to like beep it out?
No. So if you're okay with being like cursing online, that's fine. This is a curse-friendly podcast. We've cursed several times.
Okay.
I've once admitted that I cheated on a test on one of these Java Talks episodes.
Who hasn't?
But I admitted it on a video online.
Okay. Well,
that's
I
my
realized
thesis.
That idea was just a lot of like bullshit. Like I almost said bull shark.
God forbid. She just said bullshit.
Yeah, so I just kind of realized I don't want that with my life. As much as I would love to be working like at Google, making like $60 an hour doing, I don't know what people at Google do, whatever a supply chain management student does, or data, I don't know. Like as much as I would love to be making that much money and just like working from home, doing whatever, I just wanted to find more, not like value in life, but I just kind of wanted to do more things for myself. Like doing more things alone, I think is really important. Like just seeing different parts of Arizona too. Like I went to that place in Chandler, Agritopia, for the first time.
Walk me through that. What is that?
They're building like a self-sustainable living community. So it's a bunch of, it's kind of like Vistancia 2.0, except on farmland.
How many of the people do you think listening to this know what Vistancia is?
Honestly, a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
I've met a lot of people who now, like, the Northwest Peoria area is growing and it's disgusting. Anyway, sorry if you live in Peoria, but it's gross. So Agritopia is like, it's this farm. It's becoming like this self-sustaining community. It like thrives on like walking, biking. It has like restaurants that use the produce from the farm. So it's becoming this whole thing. So I went out there with my friend on like a random, like, I don't know, like Wednesday morning. And that's all we did is we drove out to this community, went to this coffee shop in literally the middle of nowhere. It took us 45 minutes to get there, all the way in butt middle of nowhere, Chandler. I think it's in Chandler or like Gilbert. Same place to me.
This is like the Breaking Bad thing again, or the High School Musical thing. You're just saying stuff.
It's one of those. I don't know. I talk out of my ass a lot, but my tours on campus were really good, obviously. But yeah, so I just like being able to do things like that and having that flexibility of not working like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Like I can just have like a random Monday morning off and like go thrifting or go to the plant store, and it's like feels like summer break, but just like that's life, I guess. It sounds stupid, and I know it sounds stupid, but like I was able to go to Mexico with my family like a day in advance because I randomly had 5 days of work scheduled off. I didn't have to put in any like PTO or sick time or anything. Like I literally just like went to Mexico, and I came back a changed person. Like I don't know if it was just like the serotonin from the sun or like my peeling sunburn that you can literally see right now,
or the margaritas that you posted about every day, or the mojitos too.
Yeah, I drink a lot. You're not one to be talking. You want to? You should tell the audience what's in your little setup right now.
If you know me, you know what this is. It's water.
So, and this is coffee.
It is. You can't lie to them.
You are.
Fair.
But yeah, so that's kind of my life right now. I'm just like, YOLO, you know? It does suck though, because every time I'm at work and a customer's like, oh my God, you just graduated from ASU, like congratulations, like what'd you study? And I'm like, oh yeah, I studied like biology and family studies. They're like, oh my God, like what are you gonna do with that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna like work here for a while. And we just kind of look at each other like, and then it's embarrassing, but it's okay. I'm like getting over it. Sometimes I'll like rant to people at work who literally don't care, like just customers who want to, spend $68 on a t-shirt. And I'm like just ranting to them about it. And they're like, and I probably have a crazy look in my eye. So.
I mean, that just shows that you're passionate about it.
I am, and I'm growing more passionate. Like I've thought about like starting like a blog, but
that's interesting.
I think my roommates would make fun of me.
Probably.
And
I'd probably make fun of you.
There's very good reason why they would. So, but sometimes I've thought about like not even making it public, just like writing my thoughts, like journaling. But
Sure.
I hate like writing. Well, I don't hate writing, but like I'm very like OCD about my handwriting. So instead I'd like type it on like a blog format, but just keep it to myself.
That's no fun.
Like a Google website for my thoughts.
What would they make fun of you about? Like, what do you want to write about?
Just like literally what goes on in my head. Like
there's a lot that goes on.
I know, like literally like a memoir. Like just like about like I think it's like I don't know. Like I know like everyone makes fun of like when like rich celebrities write memoirs about like how sad they are and like how their life is so hard and they make so much money. And that's like for good reason. But I feel like people would also have very good reason to make fun of like my blog of me writing my thoughts that literally no one gives a shit about. But sometimes I'm like, well, I give a shit. So like
fair.
I'll write it and read it, and then I'll send it to like 3 people and make them read it and then give me like a 2-page summary analysis of it. I'll send it to my therapist, my parents, the important people.
I mean, Java Talks had a blog our junior year, so like last year plus. And I would write on it, and my friend Shrestha would write on it. Now she has her own blog, and she kind of talks about some like really deep things. Mine were kind of like dumb thoughts.
That's what I want.
And I think that's just kind of like an easier intro to blogging. I think is not making it like super deep or personal.
Yeah.
I didn't think anyone would read it, but like I think you'd be surprised. Like even with this, I never really thought anyone would watch it. And you get a good amount, so maybe post it. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe it'll go viral. Maybe you're going to be on Ellen talking about your blog posts.
One can hope. Like I'm really passionate about making soup. And I know it's like really weird, but I'm very passionate about like soup that's like hearty. Like not like fucking like chicken noodle soup. Like disgusting. Like I'm talking about like curried carrot, like carrot sweet potato soup with like toppings. Like a good soup where you eat it and you're like, wow. I'm full. Like, that's what I'm passionate about.
I'm
like,
going to be really honest. All soup's the same.
No, it's not.
Dude, soup is soup. It's just like water
It
and
says the
seasonings.
person who doesn't own real utensils.
But I have like pots and pans.
No, so like I think a lot of people don't like soup, Exhibit A.
No, I like soup. It's just soup.
Because they're used to having, you know, the Campbell's chicken noodle out of a can, and it's just broth. You drink it or chew it or whatever you do, and you're hungry like an hour later. So like I really like making, mostly in the wintertime, like really hearty soups, like homemade vegetarian chili, the carrot sweet potato one. I changed that one up because I think it's like soup is underrated. So I did almost start a recipe book about my favorite soup recipes.
Just cause or?
Yeah, just cause.
Interesting. Why
But
don't
then
you?
I was getting annoyed at how the pictures weren't lining up with the words, so I deleted it.
But that seems like an easy enough fix.
Yeah.
So would you ever want to do it again?
Yeah. I just have to find like a better
Format?
format for it. Like I tried when I wrote my children's book. I guess I could have talked about that. When I
It's
wrote
on
my
the list.
children's book, is it really?
I come a little bit prepared. I'm not so underprepared like apparently my apartment is.
So I had to use Adobe
Illustrator, Photoshop.
Illustrator. I'd use Adobe Illustrator for it to like put everything together. I don't pay for it anymore though, so I wouldn't be able to use that. But that one was like good because you could match up everything really well. The only issue was like I had no idea what every button meant, and I didn't have the time to learn because I was like 6 months behind on my thesis. Honestly, high five self. I got it done and printed and published. But
Did you bring me mine?
Huh?
Did you bring me mine?
No.
Wow.
You have to remind me. I keep them at like the top of my closet because I have like a box of like 75. Thanks ASU for funding that, by the way.
It seems easy enough to
Shout
remember
out.
bring me one out of the 75.
Yeah, but you have to remind me because I have to get the ladder to climb into my closet to get them from off the top shelf.
Sure. Okay. Next time.
Yeah, so I just have to find like a good format. I think I'm gonna like scrapbook it. Scrapbooking is also like a hobby I want to pick up. See, this is what I'd like blog about. It's like these like random thoughts about like all the hobbies I've ever wanted to take up in life.
I mean this in like the most positive way. You seem like you have a bunch of like creative like interests,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like you like I've known you for a while. I didn't know that you were so creatively inclined.
A lot
But
of
you don't
it.
really like post about it. Like it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
you, other than the book, I didn't really know like you wanted to do all these other things.
Yeah, a lot of it is because I do have like diagnosed OCD. So I get very particular like about how like my work looks. So like I took a nature journaling class last semester and it was so fun and I loved it so much. But like I was very like self-critical
Sure.
of like my work and like my journal entries and my like fucking what is it called? Like the sketches I'd make. And so
Wait, you can draw?
no.
Oh.
Okay, well, I can show you a picture of like a yellow finch I drew.
Just a tree?
Bird?
Oh, okay.
A finch?
You're talking to the wrong person. Look at my apartment.
Yeah, this looks like the apartment of a guy who does not know what a yellow finch is.
This looks like the apartment, and they won't be able to see it. That's my interest right there. Look right behind you. Yeah.
Do you need to talk? Do we need to have a conversation?
They don't know what you're talking about, but continue.
So yeah, a lot of times the reason like I don't share like my creative side, but I do really want to, is just because I'm critical of like my art and stuff. Like I am by no means like an artist, but I do like creating stuff. Like I made a really cool scrapbook last year for a band, and that was like one of my proudest things I've ever created. Like
Which band?
we don't need to talk about it. And it was so cool. And that kind of reminded me how much I do really love putting things together. Like I always make people handmade cards with like little doodles on them because I just feel like creating things is like the best way to show someone that you like love and care about them. So I do really love creating things. I just get really like critical of myself or discouraged, or owning a lot of supplies is also really stressful for me. Like if I had a craft room, that would be my dream. But like I live in a small room. Like over the
It's not that small.
well, over like the 4 years of college too, like of having to like tote everything around from moving on campus to off campus to bad apartments to houses, it's like all of that follows me. And so it just really would annoy me having like this giant tub of like art supplies.
I did want to unpack some things that you were talking about a little bit ago.
Let's unpack that.
I guess that can be the name of this segment. So you mentioned that your advisor didn't really tell you a lot about kind of what you had to do. And I've been on the record about how anti-college to an extent that I am. Did you feel like college prepared you for, I guess, now? And like, I guess, like, what was your overall impression of college, looking at like what you want to get into and kind of like where you are now?
Yeah, I loved college. Like, I won't lie. Like, I think college is really important for just like growing your self-awareness of the world. I think at least I feel like I learned a lot. I also love academics. Like, I love learning. Some things I liked. Some things I liked learning more than others. I was not a straight A student. I did have to withdraw out of maybe a class or two in my bio degree. Cell bio, worst class I ever took.
2 classes, that's it?
I even tried to cheat in it, and I still got like a 35% on one of the tests. Open book. Open online.
You talked to the wrong person. I did really badly in college.
Yeah. So anyway, I loved college. I do think it's really important for like the right type of person. It really does it just depends on like what kind of learner you are, like how like academically motivated you are. But yeah, anyway, I do think college is really important just like for the right type of person. Like, I think college was really beneficial for me. This cat's like climbing on my knee. I did enjoy college. I just think it is hard when you do get put in like an unfortunate situation, like with my advisor. The advisors for family and human development I used once out of my 3 years I had the degree.
Did you like the Barrett ones more?
No, I hated my Barrett advisor too.
Fair enough. Let's shout him out. Who was it? Okay. I think that was about 10 decibels.
And my Barrett advisor also changed. Like, from first year to second year, it changed. Then I had them for second and third year was the same one. And then it changed again for senior year. So I just like, I worked for Barrett. Like, I worked for ASU. So like, I didn't really need those advisors. Like, I could do all the stuff I need to by myself. So it does suck, though, if you are caught in kind of like an unfortunate degree program with bad majors or you have bad professors and then you do kind of draw like the short straw. But I did have like a pretty good experience. I was just lucky enough to have a lot of really great mentors in my life outside the advising department who helped push me through like some of the harder parts of college, like doing my thesis and that kind of thing.
Sure. And like, I do want to rephrase, I guess, part of what I said about being anti-college, because I love the social aspect of it, right? Like, I tried being involved in as many things as I wanted to, and I quit a lot of things because I wasn't interested in them after a while.
Which is good.
I think it's good to know when things aren't good for you. And I just got bored, so like, that's me justifying it. But I guess my problem with college, right, is not necessarily the curriculum, but I guess the environment, where it doesn't really feel like it's about teaching you things that you actually need in a career, or like prepping you for like unpaid internships. And
tell me about it.
Very much against. And thankfully, software engineering, that's not a thing. All internships are paid. I get to work from home almost every day of the week in my bland apartment. And
hey, we'll fix that. Don't worry.
But my problem with college was like I switched all over the place, right? And I never felt like it was that supportive. I never felt like it was pushing me towards making money or having a good work-life balance down the road. It was about, grad school or like med school or something else that I just wasn't interested in. And I'm curious because, you just said you're looking forward to a 600-hour program, unpaid. Why? Like,
hey,
at what point does it become worth it?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's a lot.
I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, we're just in like not to get deep, but our country is like built on a system that I have to enter the workforce. Like, I need to find a career. So I might as well find something that's like meaningful and impactful. Like, not saying that you working from home on whatever you do with your software engineering is like.
I'm on the record. I don't think you have to like your job. I hate my job. I hate getting up in the morning.
I disagree though.
At all. It's not meaningful at all. I was talking to my boss the other day, actually, my manager, and we were getting lunch together, and we're just sitting down. He's like, RJ, like, I've been in this field for 20 years now, and sometimes I just think about how meaningless our job is, because people just go into a website, click a button, and that's our job. That's all we do, basically, is that, like, going on the website part of it. There's really not much we're doing. I'm an insurance tech. We're just fleecing people. And so it's like, my job's not meaningful at all. It pays well, which is why I do it. And it doesn't require grad school, which is also why I'm doing it. Would I like to be a doctor? Sure. But like, I'm not doing another 8+ years of school.
But then you don't want to be a doctor.
I don't want to be many things. I would just love to like roam the earth, go to the Himalayas and get a shack up there with like a goat.
And that's what I'm saying is like, I think that is like, I would love to be a hunter-gatherer. I'd love to like live on a farm. Like my dream is to live on a farm with my own chickens, my own little garden, and I want to have small barn animals and like run almost like an equine like therapy center. Like literally just have like my farm open to like the community, and like people can come by and like look at the flowers and the vegetable garden. I can like almost like a community center, but except it's like a little cute farmhouse that's mostly furnished and decorated by Anthropology, and has a bunch of like fun little cats running around, except Rosie Posey, my angel baby, will be an indoor cat only because I know for a fact she'll die if she tries to go outside. So regardless, not part of my main point, but like we all have these dream jobs, and as much as I'd love everyone to not have to get an unpaid internship or something to achieve those things, like the unfortunate thing is like we specifically live in a country, and I guess like even a world that's like like our only main goal in life is to make money. And as much as I don't want that, well, I like need money to like live, but like as much as I like don't want
to New Mexico.
Yeah, as much as I like don't want to work into that system, like I have to, like I have no other choice. So like I might as well find a job that is at least a little bit meaningful, like child life specialty, even though I have to work unpaid 40 hours a week for 6 months. It's just my luck of the draw. But it's so, and that's the thing too, like I was going to go into social work for a while too. And I still might do that if I don't end up like watching children live with terminal diseases at the hospital, because that can be hard. But again, social workers get paid like $32,000 a year. So I feel like I definitely can't just go into a job for the money. So I might as well just go in for the meaning, no matter how I have to get there.
You could definitely do it for the money if you wanted to. You're just choosing not to. I think that's the distinction, right? Like, I think you could definitely land a job that pays over $32,000 a year. Like now.
Honestly, like I think that, but like where would I apply?
I don't know. You could go. I don't really think you need like a business degree to go into like finance. And I think that's why like places like Google, Apple, Microsoft, they're getting rid of their degree requirements. These places you don't need to go to college anymore. And I think that's why software is becoming very big and very lucrative for a lot of people that don't want to go to college, that don't want to go, if they don't have scholarship, like $60,000 in debt at minimum. But no, I hate tech. I hate coding. I'm pretty bad at it. But like at the end of the day, like I work 8 to 4 and then I'm done. And like, you know this, I go out almost every day. So like I enjoy my life in other pursuits. I don't think like your job is everything about you.
That's true.
So that's my stance on this.
I think we kind of agree.
Yeah, I'm just not doing 600 hours.
Hey,
No offense.
I haven't even applied yet, man. I might just work my way up in the URBN company.
That's Anthropology.
That's Anthropology at Brown.
And I'm assuming urban. And
yeah.
Fair
3
enough.
people.
Do you have any advice for people that might be in a similar boat? That, don't know if they want to go all the way. Maybe they just want to take a year, or maybe they're going to something that they don't feel fulfilled by. It's
hard because I would recommend like a gap year before college, but I do really think that freshman year of college is an important stage of life. I feel like I learned a lot about myself for those first 2 semesters. So I feel like everyone should go through that, their 18th year of life and their 19th year of life. But at the same time, like I feel like you should take like a gap year in like the middle. Like it should be you go through your freshman year of college, your sophomore year of college, and then you take like a year off. And then you go back for your junior and your senior year. Also, always go to your in-state tuition, like institution.
I agree.
Because the fact that some people are paying like $100,000 a year to attend like Pepperdine, like, yeah, you live in Malibu.
Dude, Pepperdine is beautiful.
And yeah, I would sell my soul to go to school there, but I am really glad that I am not in debt over college because my tuition was like $4,000 a semester.
I love Malibu. I hate California in general, but I love Malibu.
I would have loved to go to Pepperdine, but at the same time, like, I do think it's important to take time off in college, whether that's, not by choice because of the pandemic or by choice because you choose to study abroad for like a semester or like a year. I do think that's really important so that you can like take your mind off, because I feel like we work so hard during the year. By the time summer comes, there's all that focus now and like get an internship, get research, get experience and all these things. You don't ever have the time to just like turn your brain completely off and think about like do I really want to do this for the next 30 years? And the answer is no. Like, do you want to be a software engineer for the next 30 years?
Yeah, because I think it's the future.
But do you want to work from 8 to 4 on that couch for the next 30 years?
Well, that's not fair. I mean, I usually work in my office, but which is, I'll show you after. It's in the room.
Can I have a tour?
Yeah.
Take the camera. Let's go.
I actually, that's another video. But
apartment tour.
I do enjoy, I guess, the overall perks of tech. Do I feel fulfilled by the job? Probably not.
No, I don't mean to be harassing you about your tech job. I'm just saying, like, I think I just find more value in the job you're doing rather than just like the money aspect, because I think of it as in terms of, do I want to be 45 and look back and be like, oh my gosh, like, why did I do XYZ for 20 years of my life and waste it, or just live in unhappiness? So I just think it's important to have those questions earlier in life. And I really don't think you can ask yourself those questions until you can literally just like sit with your brain off for like 3 weeks straight, or for 5 days straight when you're in Mexico on a bender.
You had a lot of introspection, it seems. But for me,
Yeah.
right, like in
I'm
the
gonna make a
beginning
blog.
days, I think you should. I think you should do it under job production. The job of blog can come back. I'm trying to monetize all of this. But to
Sponsored
me,
by.
I'm not paying you. But in the early
It's a
days,
tax
right,
write-off.
because I switched my major 6 times in the early
wow.
days. And to me, college did become like the rest period because I just wasn't going to class. And for me, right, there's nothing more beautiful than like waking up at 6 a.m. and like going golfing, and then like being able to just work from home, and then in the evening, you know, being able to take a nap and then going out with like my friends, right, or being able to do this during the workday, or being able to play with my cats, or when I had the dogs. Like, that's where I find like joy in life. I don't really care about the job at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? We're gonna hit a recession next year. We'll see what happens. But
No, that's a good point.
I think, you know, as long as I can go hit some golf balls, hit some dingers in the morning, I think I'm fine.
Did you go golfing this morning?
I go every morning at 6,
Really?
every single day. I love it.
The more you know.
There's like so many golf courses over here. Part of the reason I got this apartment. But I think that's good for the second segment. So now we're about to go to the third one, which is why there's the computer in front of you.
With the flashing keyboard.
Oh, we can turn that off, but I thought
I mean,
it looked
it
cool.
is very distracting.
Sorry. So the first game that we're going to be playing today, as someone who, you know, is such an anthropology girl. Oh,
am.
real quick before we get into this, and it kind of goes with this. I'm surprised you don't have like a fit check account, like a Sophia Fits, or like Fits by Sophia. You post like your anthropology work outfits all the time.
I'm just like, as much as I love.
Do you even have like an Instagram highlight for that? Are you even an Instagram girl?
Again, like, I'm very critical of myself, and it's not like I'm changing the world with my outfits.
But you're posting it. So like, I don't think it would be that much extra. Like, think about the girl who's about to go on a date and she wants like some kind of inspo what to wear, right? And maybe it's like one of your friends like Anna, and she's about to go out with John, right? And maybe she wants to know what to wear.
So like,
You
honestly,
post them already. You might as well make
I
it
do,
happen.
but I do it for myself. Like, one thing I've loved about my like anthropology position is I have to like actually dress myself for the day, and I have to wear something different, and I have to wear something that makes people feel like, wow, I love shopping here. I'm going to ask her for so much advice. And like, I'm not lying when I say like I sell a lot at anthropology. Like, my managers tell me like I am really good at selling stuff to people, and I feel like you have to look the part. So I really just do it for myself. I do like clothes already. Like, I love thrifting. I love buying stuff for a good deal. And my discount is 60% off of everything. So it is kind of nice. But I do it for myself. I do like now getting to play around with like trends and stuff. So I think that has been one of like my favorite things about this job, is just like growing more confident in myself and like outfits I put together. Like, when I look at like memories from like just like 3 years ago of college, like I was like a basic jeans, shorts, tank top girly. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. And like, sure, like I'm only wearing like a sundress right now. Did I mention that it was only $1.50? But anyway.
I don't think you did. Can you say it?
I'll say it one more time.
How much was your outfit?
$1.50 on sale.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm not changing the world with my outfits. It's mainly just for myself. So I will not be posting about them or making a Fits by Sophia account.
That sounds like a good name though, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I go by
That could be like
Anthro
a-
Girl 123. That's my
Your burner account? I
my
do have a
ultimate
burner
personality.
account. If they can find it, I do have a burner. I go at people. I'm just so mean to them on social media.
Do you like hate crime people on social media? Like, are you like a bully?
I'm not like racist or like a homophobe or anything, but like borderline, yeah.
Oh, are you like a cyberbully?
Famous people
Mm,
like
worse.
Kim K.
What do you got against her?
Everything. I hate Kim K. I hate the Kardashians, other than like Kris, because I think she's so devious.
She's good at making a bag.
She's so devious that I kind of have to respect her.
Yeah.
And like I like Kendall. I think no, I like Kylie.
You do?
Which one's the tequila one?
Um,
Kylie, I think. Kendall.
it is Kendall.
No.
808.
818.
Yeah.
I think I like that one.
It's like an okay tequila. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not that good.
I didn't like that commercial she made though, where she was like walking through the fields with like.
It's better than the Pepsi one that Kendall made a while ago. You've never seen this?
Oh, no, Kendall also made the tequila one though.
Oh, then she just has bad commercials, I guess.
Yeah.
The Pepsi one's funny.
Let's
though.
link that clip.
All right, but since we're getting close to 4:30, we're gonna jump to the game.
Okay.
So because you're since you're Anthro Girl 1-2,
God.
and you love
Judging what people
fashion
wear.
and-
Yeah.
okay, I was gonna say that, but okay, you love judging what people wear. We're gonna be playing a game called Who Wore It Better. You're gonna be seeing 8 comparisons side by sides. They're not similar outfits by any means, but they're at like similar events. And I just want you to say which outfit you like better.
Okay.
So if you want to click the next button, I honestly don't even remember who the first one is. So if you can narrate while you make your decision.
Okay. The way I like don't know who these people are. The one on the right does look really familiar though. But what we have here are 2 actresses, I assume.
I think one of them is Nicki Minaj.
That is not Nicki Minaj. Is that Nicki Minaj? I do love both outfits. A trend that we have going on right now in Anthropology is like feathers, like outfits that are like really out there. So like feathers, fringe, things like that. And although while I would like never wear one of these outfits, I wouldn't say either is not giving. I do love that Nicki Minaj has covered herself in polka dots.
How much of spit took the water?
But you're right. Like these are very 2 different outfits. I am gonna say, see, the only reason I don't want to say Nicki Minaj is wearing it better is because she's wearing a leather baseball cap.
That took me out of it. That's why I included it. I didn't like the hat.
But the other girlie, what's her name?
Gabrielle Union. She's married to Dwayne Wade, the basketball player. She's in movies as well.
I like love sports. I love her dress. It is giving. Her tits look great. I love the little cape thing she has, but I don't like the red flower.
Okay.
I don't like the color red, especially that color red, the bright cherry red. So for that reason, I do have to vote Nicki. Just like take off the hat, girl. Take off the hat.
So the next one are 2 dudes. For context, this is.
Am I on an episode of The Bachelor right now?
Those are 2 athletes, but the first 4 I think are from the Met Gala this year.
What was the theme?
I don't know.
Okay.
In America, I think is the theme. Like it's supposed to be like an anthology of like American fashion. So they wore like different decades and stuff like that.
I like the guy on the right. I don't know his name. I have no idea who this is.
Is it the shirtless one or the non-shirtless
The
one?
non-shirtless one. The green.
So the green is Odell Beckham Jr. He plays football.
I do know that name.
Shirtless is Dwayne Wade, married to Gabrielle Union.
Oh, their outfits match. Cool. I do like that.
Dwayne Wade plays
Bonus
basketball.
points. I like green guys because he's giving Robin Hood.
He just needs the mask.
Robin Hood doesn't. Oh.
He does in some movies, some adaptations.
So I'm thinking of. This is going to sound really. I'm thinking of the Robin Hood that's animated with the fox.
Oh.
That I know that's not what you were thinking. So
I was thinking like the movies because there's like 4 of them.
Anyway, yeah, he's giving. I think David Guy shirtless. Dwayne, sorry. His look would be giving a lot more if because obviously they're a couple, like they should match. Why is he not wearing any red? Also, he should like button some of them. Anyway.
The body like that, would you button it up?
Yes. Next.
I would not.
Kim K and Pete Davidson.
Oh, so this is the couples one. So this is the clash of the Kardashians.
Okay. The other one, what's her name? Courtney
and Travis Barker, yeah.
Courtney looks like she's wearing Spanx and not even like what's going on? Why is she wearing like nude? No, okay. Kim K wins this by, but okay.
But it's about the synergy. Which couple wore it better?
Kim, obviously. But my issue, Kim does lose a couple points because this is the Marilyn Monroe
The
controversy
diamonds.
with the dress, and she broke it, and
Yeah.
it had to be restored, and it couldn't be restored to its pre-wearing authenticity. And like, don't get me wrong, like I don't give a shit about this dress. Like I know like fashion history is like important, and like the preservation of like outfits and stuff, and like I don't know why they rented it out to Kim in the first place.
Right.
So I maybe I need more context to why this was important. But I would say she does lose
I think
a
it's
couple of
important.
ethical points for that.
I think it's important just because it's Marilyn Monroe and just how iconic she is.
Yeah.
And so, and Kim K and this whole saga, like this was like months in the making, right? Where she's talking about like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit in this dress. I'm gonna have to starve myself. And there's just like so much saga with it. I just thought it was a little basic. But to be fair, like it fit the theme really well if it's supposed to be American history.
So I do think their outfits giving more. I think Pete could have honestly done a little bit more because I do hate it when white dudes show up to the Met Gala wearing nothing but a suit. So he could have been giving a little bit more. But Courtney girl, what is that?
But Travis's outfit's all right.
Yeah, but like Courtney, like, what are you doing?
Fair enough.
Okay. Oh, that is the one girl from. No, that's Vanessa Hudgens.
You mentioned High School Musical earlier.
I know. That's Vanessa Hudgens, and that's the girl
Jessica
from
Chastain.
Black Mirror.
I don't actually know if she's in that show. She's in a lot of movies, though.
I just saw a movie with her in it. Don't know which one. Anyway, I love both of these actresses, despite me not remembering their names. That's one thing about me. I do not remember a name to save my life. I love both of these actresses. I think both of them are giving.
This is from the Oscars, though, by the way. Not Met Gala.
No, yeah, it's not. I can recognize the trophy.
Okay.
Vanessa's giving senior prom to me.
Okay.
I love her hair. I love her accessories. Like, I love her fit altogether. And this is going to be controversial because, honestly, Sarah Girlfriend, her dress is also giving a little bit of prom. But I think it's more fun. Like, it has energy. It has life. It looks great with her hair. Whereas I feel like Vanessa's looking a little bit boring here.
But very attractive.
Yeah, she's hot. But honestly, so is the other girl.
They're both very attractive women. I'm just saying Vanessa's outfit is amazing.
Hers is, yes, but I just think it's like a little not fun. And sure, yeah, it's like the Oscars. It's like just an award show. Like it's not anything crazy like the Met Gala where it's like, you know, fundraiser / you go all out with your outfits. So I get it. Vanessa looks amazing. Like I could never pull that off. Could never look that good. But I love the other outfit. Maybe it's like the ruffles and the sparkles and like the plunge neckline and her hair, but that's a winner.
This could be a lie. I think she was nominated for that year too. Jessica Chastain.
Good for her.
Yeah. So we'll go to the next one.
My favorite white boys. Timothy Chalamet
no.
and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, love Spider-Man. Love Timothy Chalamet.
I love these two outfits, by the way.
And honestly, I love them both. I love Timothy Chalamet's sequin jacket. Like he's giving shirtless. And I think it looks good because his jacket's like...
He's not as ripped?
No, because his jacket's like fun and different and sequiny and it has like the lace sleeves and he's like got accessories. Whereas that other dude had just he just was showing off his abs for no reason.
Can you get his name right once?
What is it?
Dwayne
Wade. One
of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Cool. Did you know the day I interviewed for Devil's Advocates was the day that Kobe Bryant died in that plane crash or the helicopter crash?
That was a sad morning for me.
I was literally walking to the interviews and these people who were crossing the crosswalk with me were like, oh my God, rip Kobe. Like, and I thought they were talking about like a basketball game that he did bad in. Like, I'm not like a sports person. So I was like, oh, that's like weird. And then later, like I get to the interviews and everyone's talking about it. And I was like, what? So I like opened Twitter and like looked about it. But
that was a sad morning for a lot of folks.
Yeah. Rest in peace. But anyway, that just reminded me of that.
Sure.
So anyway, both these men giving. I love Andrew Garfield's fit. I think his shoes could have been a little bit more original, but I do love how he did coordinate his watch to his suit jacket.
So you're going Garfield? Or you're going Timothy?
It's a tie.
No.
Next.
Fine.
Love. That's Cher.
Oh, it's this one? So this is, for context, I looked up most iconic outfits.
And this one of Rihanna came up?
Yep. That's apparently one of the more iconic Met Gala outfits.
I like it. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. Like it's giving like Belle vibes.
Sure. I forget I think it was 2018. I don't know what the theme was like.
That's funny. Like I don't remember that as like being a sensational piece.
Mind you, this is like a Ranker article. So like I don't know.
So you were stealing from BuzzFeed?
Ranker's part of BuzzFeed?
Oh, Ranker's a brand.
Yeah, it's an article. Like,
oh, I have no idea.
Sure. Okay. Cher and Rihanna.
Cher. Definitely. Because the reason I know Cher's was iconic was because her tits are literally out and they look amazing. Her makeup's giving, her outfit's giving, the photo is giving. It's giving 90s, and I love it because it was taken several years ago.
This one came up with most iconic outfits ever.
Yeah, I think it's iconic, and I like it more than Rihanna's. I like Rihanna's. I think I would need more context to why it was iconic.
Sure.
But in comparing these, I gotta go Cher.
I just love the simplicity of it, to be honest. Like, I like a good, like, simple arrangement.
I wouldn't call that simple. But I get what you're saying.
What's not simple about it? Her tits coming out?
Wait, aren't you talking about Rihanna?
No, Cher.
Oh, I thought you were calling Rihanna's outfit simple.
That one I understand being a little over the top because it's Met Gala.
No, yeah. I'm not saying, like, I like Cher's.
More.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cher's is cooler.
Cool. And then is that the last one?
One more.
Which one is this one?
Is that Cardi B?
Oh, Cardi B and
what's her face? Bella Hadid.
So this is from the 2018 Met Gala.
I remember Cardi B's skirt. The little I can't do the noise. My roommate could do it really well. The where she rolls her. Yeah, that one. So okay, I actually don't hate Bella Hadid. Like I think she's like really gorgeous and she has really gorgeous features. I am obviously voting Cardi B on this one because she served that Met Gala. Because wasn't the theme like something like over extravagant or you're supposed to like go really out there or something?
Is that the Met Gala every year?
Well, that's like specifically the theme was like over extravagance or like something like that. And first of all, her tits look great. I love her necklace. I know for a fact
you are
this
objectifying
dress,
these women.
I can say their tits look great.
Okay.
I just love it. I love her outfit more.
Fair enough.
But hey, Bella Hadid's cheekbones, girl could wish.
I love both the outfits. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the leather's giving. Oh, this was the Pope theme one. What was that called? It was like
it was something beauty, heavenly beauty.
Yeah, yeah.
I looked it up. It was a rough morning.
Yeah, so I do like Bella Hadid's like reference to the theme, but I just love how Cardi B like went over the top.
I do think there's like some similarities between the outfits. Like they both have some like arch action going on, and I just think the colorfulness of Cardi B's, I think, kind of sold it for me.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. This is the guessing one. All right. So this part of the game, I texted Sophia last night. It was like, what are you interested in? And she's like, I'm really good at the Wordle. I didn't believe her. And then she's like, I can also do the globe guessing game or the guess the country by the outline game.
Yes.
So we have 4.
I'm better at Wordle. I love Wordle. John Leach gets pissed at me every time because I do better in it than he does.
I don't really know how to do like a Wordle game. Like over that, like I have these like giant posted boards, and I was thinking about maybe doing that, but then I was like, that's a little too much.
We have like 10 minutes. That's a little too much.
I know. So you're gonna get 2 guesses. I just made that up. You get 2 guesses per.
Okay. I'm gonna sound so stupid in this. Italy.
Okay, fair enough. I want to start with an easy one.
Fuck. No. Do I get a guess? Like a hint?
Get 2.
Do I get a hint?
No. I don't know how to do hints for these.
Like a yes or no question hint.
Fine, I'll give you 2 questions too.
Okay. Is this country in or near the Nordic region of Europe?
Whoa. How am I supposed to know that? Kind of? Not really, though. I don't think.
Yes or no?
I don't know.
Is it Spain?
No. I'll let you have another guess because I just don't know the answer to that. Like another hint if you need one.
I don't know. These corners are too sharp. I give up. What is it?
France.
Shut up. France does not look like that.
It does.
Oh. Anyway, Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's Alaska.
Nice.
This
one's kind of easy.
It's in the Pacific. No? The
I don't think so.
like the Pacific East Indies? Like South Asia vibes down there.
You could argue that, yeah. You're close, I'll say that.
Philippines.
No.
Bunch of islands.
You're close, but not really.
See, that doesn't help.
I'm not trying to help you. I'm not telling you one thing or another.
I don't know. The hand is grabbing. I feel like that's a really good hint. Is it? No, it's not. What is it?
You're not,
I have to give up.
it was Japan.
It was? I asked, is it Japan? And you were like, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, if you made that your guess, I would have said
Okay, well, technically then I consider that correct.
no. But Sophia, thanks for coming on Java Talks.
Thanks for having me.
Maybe we'll bring you back another day.
I'm not a very important person, so you don't have to.
Your words, not mine.
I did harass you to let me on this podcast.
It's hard booking appointments for this. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.